We're going to find angle measures today on R9, and should be super easy since we've done some of this already. Okay, so trig ratios, find an angle measure, and so let's see, find angle F. So here's angle F. Once you look at find the angle that you are wanting to know how big it is, then find the two sides, because if you're looking for an angle, you have to have two sides. And so we have this side, and what is it to F? It is adjacent. And we have this side, and what is it to F? It's the hypotenuse. And what has adjacent to hypotenuse? Cosine. So we're looking for cosine of F, and cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so 7 over 7 square root 2. All right, well that doesn't give F by itself. Get F by itself. So whenever you're looking for the angle, that's when you use inverse. You're either going to use inverse sine, inverse cosine, or inverse tangent. You are using these every time you are finding an angle. So if we're looking for F, we're going to do inverse cosine 7 over 7 square root 2. If you have my calculator, you're going to do exactly that. So you turn it on, you go to second cosine, fraction, 7 over 7 square root 2, close parentheses, and we get 45. You can do these on your phone. How would you do this on your phone? You have to do it backwards. So step by step, it'd be 7 divided by, oh goodness, you would need to use parentheses right here, and then 7 times 2 square root, then you'd close your parentheses, and then hit equals, then second cosine. Way different, way harder. You just kind of have to know, oh, square root of 2. Yeah, that's right. 2 square root. Alright, so there you are. You should get 45 whenever you use your calculator on that. Make sure you are in degree mode. Make sure it says DEG somewhere and not RAD for radians. Okay, let's go to the next one. We are looking for angle S. 2 square root of 3 is opposite S. 4 is the hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse is sine. Sine S equals opposite 2 square root of 3 over 4. So we're looking for S. So we're going to do inverse sine 2 square root of 3 over 4. So second sine fraction 2 square root 3 over 4, close your parentheses. 60. That is an ugly 60. 60. Okay. Z. Here's Z. This is the hypotenuse. This is adjacent, so we're going to use cosine. Cosine of Z equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Z is inverse cosine of 8 over 16, or you could reduce that to 1 over 2, and it is 60. I know this answer is 45, because if these two legs are the same thing, then that means it's a right isosceles triangle. And if it's a right isosceles triangle, then the angles have to be 45, but I'll set it up in just a second. Okay, so we're finding angle S. So this is adjacent This is opposite. So tangent of S equals opposite over adjacent. If you still need to use your calculator on this, please know that 3 squared of 3 over 3 squared of 3 is 1. So if you're looking for S, you would do inverse tangent of 1. Or you could do 3 squared of 3 over 3 squared of 3, but you will get 45. Alright, now is when you definitely have to have a calculator because it's telling you to round. We are looking for angle R because it says it right there, but I'm not going to scoot it down. So angle R, 6 is opposite, 9 is hypotenuse, so we're going to do inverse sine. So R equals inverse sine of opposite over adjacent, so 6 over 9. If you want to reduce it to 2 over 3, you can. Don't have a clue what this is because we don't have triangles of 6 and 9. So inverse sine 6 over 9. Okay, it's 41.81 rounded to the nearest tenth, which means 1 decimal place. The 1 is not going to change the 8, so it's 41.8. Find I, so this is adjacent. This is opposite, which is tangent. So I equals inverse tangent. That's a T. Of opposite over adjacent. If you want to put 1/2, you can. So inverse tangent. I even in my calculator put inverse tangent of 0.5 because 4 over 8 is 1/2, 4.5. So I got 26.565. Round to the nearest tenth. The 6 is going to change the 5 to a 6. We really didn't need that 5. I just got to put it there to confuse you. So 26.6. We're looking for R. 6.9 is opposite. This is adjacent. Again, we're going to use tangent. That's not right. Yes. There we go. R equals inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent. Inverse tangent of 6.9 over, helps if I can type right, 3.5, 63.1. Here's R. This is the hypotenuse. This is adjacent, so it's cosine. R inverse cosine of adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so inverse cosine of 3.1 over 3.6, 30.6. Last one, we're looking for Y. This is hypotenuse, and again, this is adjacent. So cosine Y equals inverse cosine of adjacent over hypotenuse. Inverse cosine square root of 67 over the square root of 94, 32.4. That's it.